Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, Andy is processing away in the yard, filling up some IBCs because it has been a wet week. So me and Woody are just going off to site to see Aztech Group, the forestry side of things, where we saw Nathan about 3 weeks ago, clearing some rides up through a woodland ready for the harvester. I do believe the harvester is now there, so it'll be interesting to see that running through some hardwood. It has had a few problems recently. It's just so hard going on the machine running hardwood through a head, but I think they're making it work. So yeah, Nathan's still up there with the Vosh and the Wackanoosan digger, and then the harvester's up there also. The Forder is planning on being there in the next week or so, and then they can start extracting some timber. So yeah, going well, and I'll see when we get up there. Little update, I still haven't got a confirmation whether I'm going to get any timber yet, but I'll just keep my fingers crossed and hopefully we can get some of that nice stuff out. We're back on the site next to the M25, as you can see. And difficult conditions is probably an understatement. There is water flowing out of the woodland. It's wet. So I'm going to stick the drone up, I'll fly over what they're doing, and then I'll go for a walk again and get some close-up shots of the harvester working. Let's go. Wow, there's lots of timber about. They've been really busy. Looking very wet. What I can see, lots and lots of timber. There's the first machine. Nathan, Wackanoosan. Really nice timber processing there. I'll just pause this and zoom in. There we go. A better view. Looks like soft, but it's so straight. Well guys, I hope we get some of this timber because it's going to be a very nice processing if we do. Just so I can get one more 4 metre length there before he's got to take off any limbs. Lovely job. The rest of that goes in the brash pile by the looks of things. Just cutting it into a few pieces so it doesn't get caught up on the chipper when they come to chipping it. Right, let's pause here and we'll go and find the harvester. The harvester's got a hand cutter with him, just for any awkward bits, I should think, and any big limbs. Not too sure. The harvester is here and it's working away. Looks like they've actually stopped for a minute. Let's have a look what they're doing. Callum outside. Callum outside the harvester here. Not looking too good. May have broken. Oh no. And Callum's in the machine. They've got a hand cutter. Seems to be something wrong with the head. Can't really get any closer. Wow guys, look at this timber. They really have smashed this job out pretty well. Actually getting fairly complete by the looks of things. Huge amounts of timber running through here, look. Just spoke with Adam, the owner of Aztech. He said the forwarder is planning on coming up here next week, and they're just going to have to see what the ground conditions do when we start moving timber. Obviously the Harvester and the Vosh has been going through here, but it only seems to do kind of one pass, and it's not moving around all the time. Obviously the forwarder is going to all these piles, picking them up and moving about, going down the same path 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 times, you know. So when they've finished up in here, guys, and it's dried out a bit, they will come back through here with a digger and a land rake and level this all out so it looks like it was completely untouched. The wooden floor will still take hold, and it will look like nothing's happened in here in a year or so. Really nice looking timber. Tell you what, guys, this timber gives me the fizz. It's a Wrangler Star. Comment that, but if this doesn't give you a fizz and you process firewood, you're in the wrong game, because that is some seriously nice timber, especially for that fuelwood factory. And there's lots of it through here. I've found Nathan. I'm just going to get in contact with him and make sure he knows where I am, and I'll come in from a safe distance. But yeah, it's wet through here. How about that for timber? Same again. Big fuelwood factory stuff. It's not as bad here. The digger is making a lot less mess than the harvester, I think. We need some of this down at the timber yard, guys. That will make processing so much faster. Good chat with Nathan there. He's getting on really well. He said the harvester has just blown a ram, so that's what the problem was. He did also say that they've cut more than what they had thought, well, they think they have anyway, so potentially is going to be spare, and then it's just down to who they want to sell it to and what price. Wet. I'm really hoping the forwarder works out for these guys, because they need to get some timber in. They've had a long old slog cutting, and everyone's got to pay bills, and when it's this wet and nothing's moving, there's no money coming in. So it's the same, them looking at all this timber but not being able to sell it. They need to get it roadside. But yeah, I've never seen a woodland so wet before. It's like rednecks and paychecks all over again. Right, well, we're back in. As I keep saying, it's a very wet site. And just as I had arrived, the harvester a ram went on the head. So they believe they've got a spare one back at the yard. So in theory it should be running again tomorrow. If it is, I will pop up here tomorrow afternoon and try and get some footage of the harvester running, because that's what I came up for. But yeah, Nathan's doing well, cracking through it. They've done kind of 3/4 of the site now, they reckon. Probably a bit more than that, if I'm honest. They said if the harvester gets going again tomorrow, they should have that site cut up by middle of next week, and it's currently Wednesday, so another week's work. The forder is planning on turning up tomorrow, and then they're going to try and give that a good go. If it's too wet, it's too wet. They're going to have to pull back out and go elsewhere. But yeah, it's all just fun and games at the moment with the weather. Nothing you can do about it, but it does definitely impact a business like that heavily. I mean, it's impacted me a bit, but not as much as these boys, because they're out working in it. So yeah, if they do get it fixed, you'll see tomorrow's content now. If not, then that is probably going to be it for this video, guys. I will definitely try and get back up to the harvester before it leaves that site, or when it goes to the next site. They've got lots in the pipeline, lots of timber coming out. This one job was a little bit funny. They're cutting for someone else, so I can't just say I want it and pay for it. They've got to go through the estate and see if they've got enough for their biomass boiler, and then if they've got spare, then they will potentially sell some. But it's all just a bit up in the air at the moment, yeah. So when they go off to another site, fingers crossed, I can just say I'll have it, and we'll start getting some timber back in the yard. Don't forget, guys, Aztech Group do have a YouTube channel. It is called Aztech Trees. I will put the link in the description below. Head over there. Don't forget to subscribe. They've got some good content. They bring out a video every Friday or Sunday, one of the two, but a video every week. And yeah, some really good content. Just a bit of an insight to the business and how everything works. But from me and Woody, that's going to be it. So I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.